Ladies. Hi, everyone, and welcome tonight. Welcome. Thank you all so much for taking this time out to join us. And I'm going to thank everybody who joined us last week or who tried to, and you listened to the recording and you're back again. So we're excited. And I am just elated to welcome you and thank you again for joining this evening for the second series and session of our Becoming Summer series. My name is Beverly Grandison. I am a corporate professional counselor, a certified lean coach, retired Army officer who used to jump out of perfectly good airplanes, and I am a DINK. And for those who don't know what that is dual income, no kids. And so I am just beyond excited and ecstatic for this series and my girlfriends that have joined me tonight, because we are a group of like-minded, multifaceted Black women entrepreneurs from various walks of life, and we come from different places all over the country. So each week we'll have a different host, topic, and insightful panelist that you'll hear about. So what is this all about, right? You're going to get a glimpse inside of some of our experiences, including a vehicle that we all found that has helped us significantly influence our process of becoming the women you see before you tonight. That being said, as you absorb our stories, know that we're not in any way, shape, form making any claims to treat or cure any specific diseases or condition, nor are we making any income claims. This series is a platform that we hope will empower you to embrace an entrepreneurial mindset of success and think about joining the mission with us so that we all can inspire healthy living around the world. So now I am beyond excited to introduce you to tonight's panelists. You've probably already, and hopefully you have, seen their wonderful bios with the invitation that invited you to this. So we're going to start, and I'm going to have them wave to you as I introduce them. You've got Donna Merritt. She is in Northern Virginia. That's where she resides. She was a former Fortune 500 marketing lead graphic designer. She's also a lean certified health coach. She's a wife and a mom of adult kids. You also have Dr. Nailani Valentine, and she resides in Central Florida. She has over 50 years of nutrition experience. She's a lover of life and music. Did I say she's a naturopathic doctor? I hope I did. She's a wife, a mother, not only a grand, but she's a great grandma. And y'all, she is fabulous. Them yoga moves, she can outdo me. And then we have Nanette Hill. She resides in Atlanta, Georgia. She's an investment ops manager, certified Pilates instructor, former ballet dancer, and guess what? I love it. A free-spirited single mom of adult kids. And then my buddy, Michelle Fletcher, South Florida, former corporate business analysis, data analysis. She's an entrepreneur, and she is also a lean certified health coach with us. She is a public speaker and a wife and a mom of young kids. And then to bring it all together, we've got Robin Allen on the West Coast in Southern California. Robin is my Shred Enhanced Shred 10 guru. She is a certified nutrition specialist, educator, nationally televised speaker, and a mom of a young one also. And then later on, we get the privilege, and I'm just so grateful that Dewana Scantleberry, our corporate marketing executive, agreed to join us in this call, and I'll introduce her formally later on. So let's get started, all right? Let's get this party rolling, ladies. So this series actually is talking about the challenges of becoming a successful entrepreneur, right? So my first question, right, and I think maybe a question a lot of people have. What, if any, were your challenges in joining this health and wellness industry, or even joining this mission that we've been on together?
All right, I'll jump in. In your journey to become whatever it is that you're becoming, there are challenges. And in order for you to grow and have a story to tell, there are challenges that are real. And so my truth is, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I grew a company for 13 years, and I grew it pretty successfully, but I could never leave it. I could not take my finger off of it. I had employees, I had a building, and secretly I was very, very sad because it was consuming my life. So that was a challenge. Imagine building something with your blood, sweat, and tears, and then building something you don't really want. That was a problem. I cried about it. This opportunity showed up, and I prayed for an answer. But when this showed up, I didn't think this was the answer because it was a different business model than I was used to. So I pretty much shunned it for a long time, understood what the opportunity meant and what it could do for me. I'm in the same industry in health and wellness, so that part was a marriage for me. But again, going from having employees and all of that to shifting the business model, that was a challenge for me too. It took me a little while to get it and to see the possibilities of what this opportunity would do and could do. And so that was the challenge, but I overcame it and I jumped in, and it has been the best God sent opportunity that I almost missed because I had a closed mind initially. So that was that challenge. I have a lot of challenges, y'all, but that's the one I'm gonna tell you about right now. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
So I feel you on that, Robin, because I'm like first generation of a college graduate working in corporate for over 10 years. And, moving outside of, I had a degree in IT, moving outside of that into an industry that's not taught in college. It was really like, that was a challenge. It was a challenge getting my mom to understand, hey, I did really well and I was very successful in my corporate career, but this was something I was so passionate about. And so making that shift and having, family and close friends understand, making that shift was something that was like sat really well with me. And I felt like I was in the right place at the right time. And I felt like my eyes were open to a whole nother opportunity, just like Robin said. But along with that comes the fact that coming from a corporate background, you have that structure, you know what time to report to work, what time to clock out, what needs to get done. And when you're in ownership of your own business, you have to take control of that. So those are just a few of the challenges. And so that adjustment, though, has been really good. And it really opens up your perspective and just, your idea of the things that are around you that you can do, like the opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Thanks.
I'll jump in because for me, going off of a little bit of what Michelle said, part of the challenge was being used to the corporate life. And even, I started this in the corporate life, but not being used to setting my own schedule, what it takes to do that and to stay on top of everything. But the other thing was also, like what Michelle said, everybody understands the brick and mortar. Everybody understands that. My thing had a lot to do with belief in myself and that nobody would take me seriously. And just how would I overcome that? And so it was really great to have people that would mentor and help me with that, and to kind of give me roadblocks to go step by step and this is what you do while working a full-time job as well.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, Nanette.
Well, oh, go ahead, Donna.
Well, I just want to say my experience coming in was a little different. And I do resonate with what's been said, but for me, I was just so passionate about the product and, the impact it was having on me and my family's life, that I just naturally was just talking to a lot of people and sharing that passion, and not realizing that I was really already in a process of doing what we do.
So Donna, I want you to speak up a little bit more, please.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So in the process of just sharing my passion, I naturally just flowed into doing what we already do, which is, sharing this healthy mission, this healthy living revolution that we have, that we want so much to share with those we care about. So it was a natural flow for me.
Awesome. Thank you. So we're going to bounce back to Dr. Nailani, because this is, some of you, I don't know if you caught it, but this is a mom and daughter connection that we have here with Nanette Hill and then Nailani Valentine. So Dr. Nailani, what was your challenge in saying yes? Because you were already in this world. So why'd you say yes to joining our mission?
Yes, well, you know what? I had several challenges as well. And just the first one came up to mind as Donna was speaking, because this was something that I was already accustomed to. And as a person who is accustomed to being her own, who is used to working alone, okay, the kind of business that we have is the kind of business that takes teamwork. And not only teamwork, you're able to help others. And if you don't help others, then you don't do very well, as well as you would like. And that was a shift for me as well. And there was another challenge for someone my age, in my 70s, looking back, starting all over again. That was a challenge, because I'm thinking, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And yet there was a learning curve. And the learning curve occurs as you get help from everyone else. As you learn, you earn as you learn. And that's what I was doing. And that's been a challenge as well. I had another challenge, though, in dealing with actually talking about the product, talking about fruits and vegetables. And the challenge for me is that there are people in our community who are very health conscious. And even as I was, when I first came in, it was like, well, I'm, vegan, vegetarian, raw food. I don't really need any more. And the challenge was to help everyone understand that I don't care who we are, we could always use more. We can always use more nutrition. And not only that, the food that we eat today does not have the kind of nutrition that it used to. So that was one of the little challenges that I dealt with and still deal with.
Well, ladies, you know what? Thank you for those answers, because those are totally amazing. Because what I'm hearing you say, right, is this amazing community opportunity has helped, what I heard, Nanette especially, and it just resonates, to help build belief in self, right? Also, Robin, and you heard Michelle talk about going from that traditional model to this amazing opportunity that can offer so much more. And then that support base, So for Donna, it was like she understood like, this is really working for me and my family. Oh, I have to share this, right? Absolutely makes sense. So let's go to the second one. So I like this question, because I think we know the challenge of talking to our community, especially the people that look like us, and oh, by the way, friends and family that I know, I was the food police and ran off, and they tired of hearing my crazy. So ladies, share with us, help us understand, what was the challenge, and then how did you overcome the challenge of talking to us and getting us to understand the importance of whole food, plant-based eating to take this to the next level so that we're all aging wonderfully as you all look. Because you know, I'm like 95. No, let's go. All right, go ahead,
Right.
ladies.
I wanna say something about this. Was you said the challenge of talking to our community, and so we are known. We're Black women up here. We look good, right? No, we do, right? So, and we do it. We have our hair and our nails and our purse and all. You know, we're cute. And I remember being introduced to this whole food nutrition. I'm a nutritionist, okay? And someone, when they brought the concept to me, my first thought was, well, how much is it? I got real defensive. In my mind, I'm like, I can't afford it. Now, mind you, I left Nordstrom's. I bought a nice designer bag. I had on some nice boots. I never asked, well, how much is it? I put my credit card, got the nice boots, and went on about my business. And then when it came to my health, I was like, let me think about this. And so it dawned on me, again, I'm a nutritionist, so how dare I? But then I realized to myself, okay, I want to be cute on the outside and the inside. And so when I run up against people who have that same mindset, well, I don't know if I can afford it, or they have all these preconceived notions, and I'll tell them my story. Look, that was what I thought too. And it's completely affordable. I mean, seriously. But us going in thinking about putting our priorities in a different place. That's real within our community. And we have to understand that you got to be cute on the outside and the inside. So that, I want to say, that was a challenge. My last challenge, and then I'll kind of be quiet on that, but I actually had a challenge not about sharing the actual product, because I'm good with that. My challenge was actually having the confidence to share the business. And if I get a chance, I'll tell you guys something wonderful that happened to boost my confidence. But that was the challenge, not on the product, because I have to keep it real. I'm like, look, you got all the hair and nails and your insides are a hot mess. So, and I'll say that to somebody. So that's not the challenge. The challenge is with the business, right? Does anybody else have that challenge of just, I felt like if I talked about the business, people would judge me in the industry. So I got over it, but that really, I had challenges. Anybody else, or is it just me?
Oh no, I'm seeing the chat. They say preach.
Actually,
speak a word. Go ahead, Dr.
Yes, actually, the judge part is what came into mind when I was talking about my age. Here you are starting all over again, and sometimes you get looked at with the side eye. You should be retired, or you should be, well, honey, retiring is for horses. That's what my friend said. So that's not happening here.
That's right. I love it. So what else, Michelle?
So I'll share that, I've always been a small framed woman. Okay. I've always worked out. That has been my thing. Exercise was always my thing. And so when I came through sharing about ways to get better nutrition, it was just like, you're healthy already. You're skinny. And I'm just like, skinny does not mean healthy. It does not mean healthy. Right. And just like Robin said, we need to be healthy on the inside. I didn't just want to be looking strong and fit on the outside, and then one day I go run a marathon and collapse. I wanted to have the nutrition that I'm fueling my body correctly with. So for sure, I agree with that. And also the fact that I think we're dealing with an industry that people are not as educated on. So that can be a challenge also, with just having people understand that this is a viable business and it is a viable industry. And so education for sure has to come into play with that.
Yeah, go ahead, Donna.
Well, I'd say the challenge I'd faced was just, again, educating, helping people understand the value of flooding your body with whole food nutrition, along with making simple, healthy changes that'll help the body function better. So I found that though that was a challenge, it made me a better educator. I have become a better educator in this process. So, because I really want them to understand that it's really worth adjusting your grocery budget to have this great nutrition. So, yeah, that was my thing, is just, you know, getting that across, the value and that it's worth it. Make those choices for yourself.
So
All
yeah,
right.
so Nanette, you were going to jump in there, right?
Yes, I was going to jump in and say that. So what I found to be most challenging within our community, but also especially with friends and family, I found it a lot easier, regardless of who it is, to talk to strangers. To talk to strangers because I know that they will hear me first instead of taking into account all of that they think that I am. So I found that when it comes to friends and family, what is most difficult is those tend to be the people that you want to support you the most. Those tend to be the people that you want to hear you the most. And so it can be the most disappointing when they don't understand what you're doing. And so I found that to be challenging because in a way, in some ways it'll be like they're telling you, like if you had a store, that I don't want to see what's in your store. And I'm not even gonna come to the store. So I really don't want to know. And so it becomes challenging to reserve, put your feelings on the back burner and your ego on the back burner because these are people you love and they're still, and that's going to be okay. And one of the things that helps overcome that challenge is community, like all of these ladies here um, being my sisters on this journey. And so being able to know that they're going through the same thing with their families. I'm lucky that I do have like my sisters and my dad that definitely do support me. But, that's just something that I found that happens on a larger scale with people who you know and love.
Yeah, yeah. So so I love the chat, right? So there's a lot of chat going on, right? I don't know if y'all are reading the chat, but one of the attendees said, knowledge is power. And I love when people say that, right? It's so cliche and it's absolutely wrong. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. The other thing that I want to, reiterate, and I love what Robin said, it's all about our priorities. It's amazing how we spend money on what we want to spend money on, and we make time to do what we want to make time to do. And then you heard about Donna mentioning value versus cost. Value versus cost. When you understand the value of something, oh, you'll pay for it. We understand, like Robin said, the value of getting our hair and feet and nails done and looking fly. Okay. And then the conversations that we have to have with broke, sick, and tired, knowing this is something that they need so badly. And I love what Nanette said. I think you put our ego on the back burner, get over ourselves. I mean, who do we think we are? Jesus' own family didn't care and love him and accept him. So let's keep it moving. All right. So look, ladies, last question, okay? Because despite all of these challenges that we're talking about, because, last week we all discussed, some of the other panelists, which were amazing, discussed about, what made them actually want to join this mission. And you heard them share from the heart. And if you didn't get that, definitely get the recording because it's out there and we'll have this one out to you later. But despite all of the challenges that we're talking about, because we know as business owners, there are going to be challenges. But I think another thing that you heard, especially, is this amazing community. This is an amazing community of iron sharpening iron, one team, one mission. How are you overcoming all of the challenges that we probably didn't even discuss? And what's making you stick in this? Because, I love you ladies. That's why I'm sticking in this, right? And of course, the lives we're impacting, right? But what's making each of you continue to say yes every day, get up when you don't want to, What's making you do it?
So I'll just share. For me, there's so many things. And I had to even like make a little list because I'm just like thinking of this question. First of all, the fact that I have been able to be at home with my two kids for the past 9 years because of this opportunity, I cannot put a price on that. You know, the fact that I'm able to bring in significant income into my household and be at home is just incredible, priceless. So that is one. Definitely this community is amazing. You know, this 2020 has been a rough year, but I will say the fact that we have the connection with each other, oh my goodness, it makes me excited to get out of bed every day, despite everything that is happening right now. And then we have the flexibility. Like I am able to go wherever I want, when I want, and work when I want. Like I couldn't do that before. I was restricted in corporate. I only had like 3 weeks of paid leave, you know, so I was restricted on the things that I could do. And then what was the other thing that I wanted to make? Oh, and the fact that my income continually grows because of the work that I put in. You know, my last few years in corporate, they were at a point where they were not giving raises because of, you know, financial struggles. And it was just like, but I'm working harder. I'm doing the job of 3 people and I'm not getting compensated. And with this opportunity, the fact that I can work harder and continually see my income grow, it's amazing. So I'm sure I have a lot more. I mean, there's so many things, but those are some of my top things. I'll let the other ladies share because I can go on all night.
Yeah, I can attest to what you're talking about on the corporate job, because the last 2 years of that I was with the company that I was with, they decided to lower our decided to stop paying for healthcare. We ended up with the equivalent of a $14,000 pay cut. And the next year after that, they gave themselves raises and did not give us raises, but our health insurance premiums went up. So one of the things that keeps me going is that knowing, well, I have 2 girls also. I have 2 daughters, but I'm on the other side of it. My daughters are 20 and 25 going on 26. I got married, had a kid.
And so Nanette, she had them when she was 2. Yes, y'all.
I was 22 when I had them, but which is really young, you know, still it's really young. Like, what do you know at 22? But so I've been on the countdown for a long time, and I've given a lot to my daughters, and I want them to see, because they see me working every day, they see me doing this, and they share in my successes, and so I'm an example in that way. But I also want to know that I am a bit of a free spirit. And ever since I was a little girl, I knew exactly what I wanted my life to look like, and it did not turn out anything like that. And so I feel at this stage in my life, I have an opportunity. I can almost touch and see everything that that little girl believed in. And so it just means a lot to me to be able to do that. And on the real, the fact that that the company that we're partnered with offers full corporate benefits. I mean, like an excellent corporate benefits package once you get to a certain level is what keeps me here, and also what keeps me going. I just want to be that person that I always knew that I could be. And I think that's really important. I think it's important to still be able to have goals and dreams at any age.
That's right. I love that, Nanette.
Wow.
Thank you. And thank you for mentioning that, because I know Mom's about to jump in, this mother-daughter tag team.
Yes, I truly,
proud mama.
for sure. I feel really honored to have Nanette on my team. I really do. She's a good leader. She's a better leader than I am, for sure. And I lean on her. I lean on her for her mind. You know, she's got that Capricorn mind. She thinks of everything. And I will come out with this and it will be, well, have you thought about this? So
All right.
that's a blessing.
So what's making you stick with it?
Okay. The fact that this is an opportunity that well, to use the word opportunity, I guess it's out of my mouth, but that's what it is. To use that word, to use another word, this for me is such a blessing. This for me has opened many doors. This for me has helped me to see that if I work, if I put in the work, I will get what I deserve. And that's not always the case. When I work, I do get what I deserve. And I deserve more. So I'm going to work more. And that's an option that we have. So to put it in one word, options.
How about becoming? Haha.
Becoming.
I like it. All right. Who else is jumping in? You got to unmute, Robin. Are you talking?
I'll go after Donna. I'll go after Donna. So Donna, you go after you.
I am here and I am staying because of, again, this community, this wonderful, wonderful community that has stuck with me through all kinds of things, challenges unnamed, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And because of that support and encouragement, and also throughout all the challenges for however long, there has been a consistent supplemental income that has provided for our family, provided, as Neilani said, options, has provided flexibility, has provided more times for us to say yes, to our kids, to our family, and ourselves. So that together, and just what is constantly becoming an improvement in our bodies as well, along with it, and the education that I receive and can pass on to others, and it just keeps getting better and better. The support, the research, the everything. I just love it, and I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. And Robin, not Robin, but Donna, this is 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah. 15 for me. I think Neilani is
12 and a half.
12. And then I think Robin and, Robin's the baby. So Michelle and Nanette, like around 8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is real, y'all. This is really real. All right, Robin.
So yes, I am the baby. I've been here 3.5 years. So I'm the baby. So I'm glad that I'm amongst all of you. So actually, when Michelle was talking, I did pull out a little note to make a little bit of a list, but why I stay. I understand the opportunity. I'm going to tell you that. So in no particular order, but this is why I stay and this is why I'm committed. I built a company for years. If I would have put that same effort and dedication into this after 13 years of building my company, where I would be here, it's unimaginable. So I understand that because so that's one of the things. It's just the sheer opportunity. Entrepreneurship is not easy. I don't care who you are. It's going to take you a good 3 to 5 years just to understand that you don't understand what you're doing. But you gotta, it takes time. You gotta have patience, and that's that. No matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're doing. So for me, I understand that. The flexibility, I'm liberated. So before, I told you I had employees, I had a building, I had all these things, and I couldn't go. Now I can go, and I do go, and I love it to be able to just work from anywhere. Why would I leave that? There's nothing to leave.
Right.
It's a wonderful place. And the other thing is I don't have to reinvent and create anything. All the resources are here, all the tools are here, the roadmap, the guide, the everything. I don't have to reinvent anything. And then lastly, not even lastly, the community. I mean, look, I get to hang out with, I never met, I didn't know these people 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I met them. We talk almost every day. the community, the camaraderie, the connections, the partnerships. I gotta put a plug in. One of my bloodies are here. Warlisi, I'm gonna say I never met her. We became friends over Boxer, over a video, a chat, and we talk every single day. Like, we have become this. You just build all these friendships. Why would you leave a wonderful place? So that is why. And I do have a daughter. People say, do I forget about my daughter? She's a teenager, so that's why I don't mention her. Just to be real, I have her, but
Yeah,
so,
challenge. That's a
she's
challenge.
knocking on the door right now. Come in.
All right. So you know what, ladies? What I'm just, y'all know I'm just loving y'all so much. I just can't wait to continue to age with you all. And Leilani's gonna just be with us at 100, and we're gonna be on the boat together, like I always tell y'all, shaking our booties, right? So I'm hearing belief in self. I'm hearing moving that mindset from traditional to this amazing opportunity that's just offering so much flexibility, supplemental income, time, freedom. And then, of course, the support, not just within each other, right? But from corporate, we get amazing corporate support. Nanette mentioned that amazing corporate benefits package, full dental, medical, and vision, and so much more with that package. And then that understanding the cost versus value. I think that's really huge in the educational journey that this company just really brings to the table. People pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for the free education that this company offers. It's amazing, y'all. So, okay, so we gotta wrap us up, right? Because we're about to bring the heavy hitter, all right? We're about to bring the real deal in the house right now. And so what I'm hoping you've seen, right, and heard so far is just our perspective, our life of becoming a successful entrepreneur with challenges that everybody has, right? And so I am going to introduce you to the next amazing presenter, okay? Dewana Scantleberry is a corporate business leader, okay? And she has more than 25 years of direct selling experience. After attending Cornell University, she led a global rollout to replace an outdated business order management system. She also spent 15 years as a senior sales manager developing exciting field events and incentive programs while overseeing representative communications. Dewana has also been a senior marketing manager in apparel for 12 years, responsible for product development that generated sales in excess of $180 million. Throughout her career, Dewana was so passionate, and trust me, you're gonna hear the passion. So put your seatbelt on, okay? About understanding the representative's experience. And she absolutely walked and is walking in our shoes beside us. I mean, she's amazing. She became one of the top sellers herself. She served customers for more than 16 years. Dewana is currently our U.S. marketing director for a global multi-billion-dollar company that we're attached to. She's a native New Yorker. Yes, I was born in New York too, Dewana. She resides in Bronx, New York, in the Bronx County. And she does have an amazing husband and 2 sons. So, you know what, the personal, right? So and Dewana's pretty new to our company, actually. And I got to know her personally, and she really has, because she was our Northeast Regional Director before, and I was blessed to be able to move to Virginia, to the Northeast, and she really did. She wanted to know what the people in the field we are experiencing so that she can incorporate change. And the company, Janet Black, bringing her to the table has just been a phenomenal addition to this body that you see. So I'm so glad that she agreed to be on here with us. And Dewana, we love your heart. I am going to pass the baton to you so that you can continue bringing it full close and put a nice, pretty bow on it. So Dewana Scantleberry, thank you so much.
Thank you, Beverly, for such a great introduction. And I want to say it is truly an honor to be on this call with you amazing women. Let me just remind these guests who they just heard from. We heard amazing conversation amongst women who are supporting one another through this journey, through the product and through the business. And what I love about this is they're not part of one team. They are peers coming together to help each other, because that's what we get to do. So you've heard amazing talk from amazing women, real women with real talk, overcoming real challenges. That's what it's life is about, challenges. And I am just so thankful that I have been able to support these women, because through those challenges, they were still focused on the goal for them. And that was to be in a leadership position in this company. And they are there and they are still striving for more. You heard this series is about becoming. Each and every one of them are becoming a better version of themselves because of the focus. We heard about the value. They find value in what they get to do. They find value in the product. They find value in the mission of helping others get educated, have options. They find the value in the community. And thank goodness they find value in this company that comes together to support them. Because this is not my event. This is me helping and supporting them get this story, this message out to our community, our Black and Brown community. And it was so important to them. And it's important to us as a company. We, again, our mission is to inspire healthy living, not just in my backyard or your front yard or down the street. It's all over the world. So what is this mission that this company that you've heard a little bit about? I'm going to give you just a 5-minute who we are, because I had no idea. I'm a New Yorker, y'all, and I thought I knew it all, but I had no idea that this wonderful, amazing global company called Juice Plus existed. And in 2020, we are celebrating 50 years. 50 years, that's longevity, y'all. That is what we are here to do. And that's what these women are still here, because they see longevity. They understand the struggle is real, but they understand the struggle is worth it. So a 50-year-old company, a global company. We are 25 countries strong and growing. We will be opening the doors in Mexico in a couple of months, and we are thrilled for our Hispanic community. We're going to expand and get ready, because it's going to get hot. But this global company that I didn't know much about, purely because I wasn't looking for it. Now I'm gonna just tell y'all point blank, the name Juice Plus is just not sexy. It's not. I'm a woman that loves a red lipstick, and when I heard Juice Plus, you know what came to mind? What is Juice Plus? Is it juice? Was it juice? And I had to come and get myself educated that Juice Plus is about whole plant-based nutrition. High concentrated powders of fruits and veggies and berries in a capsule. That's all it is. And it blew me away, because I was a Central woman and my 2 boys were Flintstones babies. I thought we were good. I had no idea. I didn't know what I didn't know. And when I came to come across Juice Plus, not because I was looking for it, we'd heard a lot about, the struggles of what corporate America is and what it isn't. I was in that corporate America seat, and I was at a place where I thought all my life moments, I was there for 27 years. Why did I change? Because the struggle was real, and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I had a friend. We are about relationships in this community. That's why these women are here. Relationship brought me to this company, and I will be forever grateful, because I was not going to leave. I was not going to change what I was doing, because it took too much effort. You heard the value. I said it was easier for me to be sick and tired for another 10 or 15 years than it was to actually be courageous and bold and make a move that would allow me to become a better version of myself, to allow me to become a support to people who I had no idea was even looking and ready for me. I didn't know these women were out here. I didn't know this community was out here, but they were ready for me. And thank goodness I have been forever grateful, because I am now associated with this incredible company, 50-year-old company about inspiring health and living. It's a mission statement. It's a mission, not a mission statement. A mission statement comes and goes with every project, every senior leadership that's in the corporate office, it changes. But our mission for the past 50 years has always been to inspire our communities to be healthy. So whether we started with fire alarms and water filters, air purifiers, it's always been helping our communities be healthy. And this is an extension of that. 25 years with these highly concentrated powders. You know, these capsules called Juice Plus, over 30 fruits and vegetables. And then when I found that this company was global, 26 countries and growing, that we were about inspiring healthy living. And then I realized this was it. Excuse me, the science behind the product. We are the world's most researched nutritional product in the world because we have over 40 research studies. The science tells us that what is going into our bodies is making a difference, amongst other lifestyle changes. Eating healthier, drinking more water, exercising, getting more sleep. I did not know that there was a product that had clinical research back behind it. I went for two things. If it was one of Oprah's favorite things, it was mine and I tried it. Or if the Good Housekeeping magazine said they got their approval, then that was it. And that was good for me. And I didn't know what I didn't know. So here I am, I bold and courageous, decided to make that change because I felt there was value for me in my career. So I left my company of 27 years and came over to the wonderful world of Juice Plus in another corporate seat. But the difference in this corporate seat is I get to be with these ladies. I get to be with their teams. I get to be with their leaders. We get to do this together. We talked a lot about support. That's what we are in corporate. And I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. Please do not use the word corporate in front of me because you will hurt my feelings. We like to call ourselves the home office. Why? Because we are a family of committed people. We partner with each other. So the home office is here to support them every step of the way. We all have challenges. I had the challenge because I left something that was very familiar to me, 27 years, and I had to learn something new. What's so new for me about Juice Plus is the ability to be my authentic self, my ability to show up in my community, to show them and to educate them on what healthy can look like for them. We don't know what we don't know. Let me tell you, I love my collard greens, but I used to boil those things down and I had no idea that there was a healthier version of eating. You don't have to put a lot of the unnecessary additives in it to have it taste good. And boy, fruits and vegetables are my thing now. I can't believe it. I can do some meatless Mondays, and I was never that girl 3.5 years ago. I'm serious. I was the woman that said, I am about to take the elevator to the 10th floor so I can get to the dress department. I did not want to take the stairs. And now I'm the girl who's parking the car way down the street and taking that brisk walk to the department store or to the grocery store because I realized that exercise, you need that as well. So I have been educating myself. I have been educating my family and giving them options on how you can do it gradually, right? Beverly said food police. She wouldn't have been my friend 3.5 years ago because food police and me, we would not be friends. However, it's a gradual change. How about taking that Coke that you're drinking right now and you have a glass of water? You know, add another bottle of water. Instead of taking the elevator, take that walk. Do 15-minute walks, brisk walks. You don't have to be a runner. You don't have to be a jogger. Little things, step by step. That's what this mission is about. So I have been so grateful for this company. And right now we are building for the next 50 years. We continue to learn from the community of people who are coming in, who are educating us, even in the home office. Yes, the home office needs to be educated, y'all. We need to know what's going on in your community, how your teams are going through the challenges and what we can do to support that. Yesterday, we had an amazing call with our leaders, and some of these women were on it, about where our technology is going in a short few months that is going to ease how they can do business with customers and team members. That's what it's about. And I can tell you, it is just, it really blows my mind away that we can come together, have some real talk, real stories, and be able to perhaps have someone in the audience or someone who's heard us speak look at us as a Black or brown female, positive, energetic. We have real stories, experience. We have overcome a lot. And say maybe their belief, as we heard their belief in our belief in self was, waning a little bit. But you know what? When you have a support system, we're going to build you up. We're going to build you up to the highest that you want to be on your terms. And that's what we get to do. It's beyond the product. The product is absolutely necessary because it's all about being healthy. An affordable way of being healthy, right? Count the cost. I can tell you, you can jumpstart your health journey with just $50 a month. And with that $50, you can sponsor a child for free. So talk to the person who invited you about that opportunity for your family. But counting the cost, finding the value, being supportive of each other, because that's what this company is about. You heard about the resources. I'm talking to these women. I'm in marketing. I talk to them often to support them, to hear from them. We have business specialists in our home office who talk to these women on a monthly basis to help them look at their business on a monthly basis. What are the things that they should be watching out for? What are the things that they could be doing? You don't get that from other companies, but you get that at Juice Plus. You heard a little bit about the corporate benefits that we give our leaders who are working hard. The harder you work, the more opportunities that are afforded to them. They're able to get corporate benefits, the same that I have. There is no difference. That is huge. And I can tell you, I've been associated with quite a few direct selling companies, and they don't value representatives to that level. So that really shows you the partnership and the love, the respect that this company has for its partners at any level. We want to embrace people for who they are and what they want. This is not about a transaction, y'all. I've been there. I was a top representative. Trust me, I know about a transaction. Come sit in my living room, 50 people. You may have said, oh, I'm not coming to buy anything, but all 50 y'all would have bought something from me, I can guarantee you. However, what we get to do is inspirational and motivational. We don't need you to make a transaction unless you want to. But what we need to hear from you is, what are your struggles? What are your desires? What are your dreams? What are your hopes? What are your goals? Because I want to share mine with you, and I want to give you options. I perhaps want to give you solutions. We're going to take it one day at a time. So that's what we get to do. So I'm just going to encourage all of you who have been part of this journey with us this evening. Please talk to the person who invited you. If you are already part of this amazing mission and community, continue to use the resource within your teams, your peers, your sidelines, because we're there, we're all in it together. And I cannot stress enough for those in our Black and brown community, please continue to share. Share what you know, because it could be a message that someone is looking for, they just don't know where to go. We want to make sure that we are educating ourselves. What's going on around in this world today, people are asking why, how, what can I do? Perhaps what we're doing, they're looking for. So please take advantage of the opportunity. And I want to thank you so much for having me close this out with these amazing women. And I hope you will join us next week because we're going to have a blast. Thank you, Beverly.
Thanks, Dawana. I so appreciate that. Wow, wow, wow. So, okay, let me see. Can I get her off of here? Let's see. I don't know how. Lisa, can you help me? Let's see. All right, so let me just close out. So, Dawana, attitude of gratitude totally, because you always just bring it, tie it all together for us with your candid insight as usual. So thanks to all of you also who have taken time out to listen. And I know everybody's schedules are busy, so I can't thank Michelle Fletcher, Dr. Nailani, Valentine, Donna Merritt, Robin Allen, Nanette Swift, and then people you don't see in the background like Lisa making things happen, and our other panelists. So I'm just so grateful. So we hope that you saw value in what's been shared, and perhaps something may have resonated with you, or you're just overall curious about some of the things that you've heard. So what we want you to do, like Dawana said, get back with the person who invited you, okay? And we invite you to join us next Wednesday. We're going to be talking about becoming a successful entrepreneur through our decisions. And we'll have a new group of panelists. And so look forward to having you all back with us. And let's see. All right, that is a wrap, ladies. So you guys have been great. All right, thank you, ladies.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye. Thanks.
Good night.